everyone, welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video I'm sharing some small things I love about my life as a kind of like example for you to find small things that you love about your own. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So, I made basically kind of a brain dump list of stuff that I like about my life, and this originally was an exercise that I had kind of like stemming from therapy to like notice more things about my everyday that made me happy. But anyway, it kind of evolved into a bigger thing, and then I was like, hang on, I could do a video about this. Anyway, let's get started. So, number one, I get to live in my own apartment in a city that I really love. So, for those of you who don't know, and I know a lot of you have joined recently, so if you're new here, welcome, it's great to see you, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you got to subscribing. I recently graduated from Durham and I moved into my first ever apartment by myself. I moved back to Cambridge, which is my hometown, but yeah, I get to live in my own apartment, voila. Number two, and this is one that I'm very grateful for and I do not take for granted, I am healthy and I can easily eat well and work out. So obviously, like, I mean, I'm not completely healthy. I have chronic anxiety and depression, and those two things do definitely affect my life. But in general, I'm relatively like physically healthy, and I am very, very grateful for that. And I have like easy access to, you know, healthy food. Like I have my own kitchen and fridge, and like I can prepare that for myself, and I have a lot of ways that I can work out. For example, I'm very lucky to have like a home treadmill, and I also have some really nice cycle trails near where I live. So I feel like incredibly lucky that my environment supports a healthy lifestyle, is what I meant. All right, number three, I also am feeling very grateful that I got to study my dream subject at an amazing university for 3 years, and I feel very lucky to be pursuing a career that I'm interested in, because obviously I know not everyone has that privilege. So again, recognizing that does make me feel very grateful. Now I know I titled this video Small Things, and these three things that I've mentioned so far are absolutely not small things, but I did feel grateful for them anyway, so I wanted to sort of lead the video with that. We're gonna get on to like smaller things later on. In fact, let's just start with the next one. This is kind of a small thing, but I love being blonde. As you can tell, I am not naturally blonde, but I've been blonde for the past 2 years with some adventures into red, pink and purple as hair colours, if any of you remember that. But I really love being blonde. I feel so much more like myself than I did with any other hair colour. I wake up every day and I feel pretty, which is something I could not have imagined as a teenager. And hence I am obsessed with taking good care of my hair, so I can stay blonde forever, because obviously when you are like naturally a slightly darker hair colour and you maintain blonde, like it takes a lot of bleach, and so you have to be quite careful of making sure that your hair is as healthy as possible. And I went to the hairdresser recently and she said my hair was healthy, so I'm taking that as a win. I really love when my friends interact with me in small ways, whether that's through like a call, a text, or just viewing my story, and I do make an effort to reach out to them as well. So I just love those sort of everyday micro interactions with my friends. Is micro interactions even a word? I guess it is now. Anyway, I just love when my friends interact with me, so if you are watching me, hi, love you. This is something I like about society in general these days. I love the abundance of information that is freely available to me. I can study whatever I want and learn whatever I want in my free time using the internet. For example, even though I've graduated, I'm continuing to study some stuff that interests me. At the moment, I'm learning my third language, Spanish. I'm also learning Portuguese and Mandarin, and I am keeping up with my R coding skills. I'm also hoping to learn more SQL and Python this year. So coding, languages, and I literally have access to so many books for free using the library, ebooks as well. And if I'm curious about something or I have a gap in my knowledge, I can literally fill the gap in seconds. I think that's something that's amazing about the modern era, is the abundance of information. And yes, sometimes it's overwhelming and sometimes it's not all helpful, but I often feel that for me, like, the positives outweigh the negatives, and I feel grateful to have that much information available to me. I love having free healthcare. I feel very grateful that in the UK we have the NHS, and yes, sometimes the waiting times are long and sometimes, you know, staff are overworked and stuff, but I genuinely feel very grateful for that, and I'm aware that not everyone has that. Like, for example, in the US, I have heard that healthcare is kind of a nightmare. So yeah, let me know in the comments if my perception is correct, because I'm aware that a lot of my new viewers are indeed American. So hi guys, sorry about healthcare. I also love having the ability to communicate quickly and easily and connect with people I probably wouldn't otherwise have met via the internet. Now, I know I just talked about like the information side of the internet, but also the connection side of the internet is really important to me as well, because a lot of you guys on here that I would have never met you, and I've had some lovely comments and lovely interactions in my comments with people that I wouldn't have otherwise met. So I do feel really grateful for that. And stuff like online forums where I learn about specific topics. I discovered my favourite band through the internet, and they've become a huge part of my life. I've met some of my friends online, and those have been some amazing, fulfilling friendships. So having that ability to like communicate quickly and easily and connect with people, amazing. This is maybe a small one, but I love getting flowers for my apartment. I have some roses right now, and I just randomly, I get flowers for my apartment, and it's such a small thing, and it's not expensive to do, and it does really make my life so much better. I started doing this at university actually. I'd get flowers for my room, and it just lifted my mood so much that I kept on doing it. I highly recommend it. Alright, those are all the small and honestly not so small things that I love about my life. Maybe this has inspired you. I hope this has inspired you to think about what small things you love about your life, because sometimes I think we overlook things, we take things for granted, and it's easy to forget that there's actually a lot of pretty cool stuff, even if it's small, that we can enjoy about our lives. So that is all for this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.